Hello, this is Chris from Paletech, and on this video we are going to learn how to add a table to our website without using coding. To do that, we are going to use the Wordpress plugin. To do that, we need to go over to the left where it says plugins. We are going to click on Add New, and on the plugin search bar we are going to type Wordpress. And this is the one we are going to use. The Wordpress will allow us to embed in our posts and pages a table without having to write code. So we are going to click on Install Now, then on Activate. Once that is done, we are going to the left, and where it says Wordpress, we are going to click on All Tables. There we go. Now, here we have all the tables we have created. In this case, we haven't created any yet. To do that, we need to go to Add New, but before that, we are going to take a look to the different options. So we can import a table we have created directly to our site, or we could export any of the tables we have created. And on the plugin options, we can add the CSS to our table. So now, and we have options for the user, the place where the Wordpress menu will be shown in the admin menu. So now we are going to click on Add New, and we are going to create our table. So now we need to give it a name. In this case, we are going to give it table 1. And now we can add a description if we want to. And we can select the number of rows and columns the table will have. In this case, we are going to use 3 rows and 3 columns. And now we are going to click on Add Table. There we go. Now we have created a new table. Now we have the table ID, the table name, the shortcode, the description, and now we have the table content. It's 3 columns and 3 rows. Now we can select the different columns and rows by clicking on the checkbox. Correspondingly, we have the checkbox for the rows and checkbox for the columns. And now on the table manipulation menu, we have a few options. We can insert a link, an image, we can have an advanced editor, we can select to hide or show rows, duplicate them, insert or delete them, or we can add any number of rows. And for the columns, we have similar options. We can select to hide or show, duplicate, insert and delete, and add any number of columns. And we can also combine cells in the row and the column. And we can also write whatever we want. On the different tables, we can add column 1, column 2, and column 3, and we are going to write unit 1, 2, and 3, and we can add, for example, here, if we click on insert link, it will have a warning that will tell you that you need to click, once we have clicked insert link, on an open box. And now we can add a link. We can select a URL, a link text, if it opens in a new tab, and we can select an existing content. In this case, we can select the homepage, for example, and add a link to it. And in the same manner, we can do so for an image. And for the advanced editor, we can click on the elements we have added and add some more tweaking to it. We can also fuse or use content between more than one column and round, but this we are going to talk about in a different video. So now we are going to move up to the table options, and now we can select if the table head row will work as the table header. If we select it, as you can see, they will turn blue for the header and the footer as well. We can choose to alternate the rows background colors for consecutive rows that are shared, that alternate between themselves, and hover highlight on when we hover the mouse over the different rows, they will change the color of the background. So we can select them as well to show the print table name above the table and a description below. We can add an extra class for the CSS, and in this case we can select to use a few options for the data tables. We can enable the sorting, the filtering, the pagination length change, enable the table information display with information about the currently visible data like the number of rows, and enable the horizontal scrolling to make viewing tables with many columns easier. For this example, these options will not work that well, so we are going to disable them. And now we are going to save the changes, and we are going to add the row to a post of our page. So we are going to click on the shortcode, hold the left control and press the C on the keyboard to copy it, and now we are going to click on post, and we are going to click on all posts, and we are going to select one. There we go. Now we are going to click on the plus symbol, and we are going to add a block, and on the search block we are going to type shortcode, and we are going to add it. And now we are going to paste the table shortcode by holding the left control and pressing the B minus. There we go. And now we are going to click on the top right update, and we are going to click in view post. And as you can see, we have our table here with the titles in the column here, and on the footer the link to the homepage we have added, and on the middle, as you can see, it hovers as we have activated when we move the mouse over it. Unit 1 to 3, and if we click on edit, it will take us to the edition of the table. So that's it. We have learned how to add a table to our WordPress site without using code, using the TablePress plugin in a quick and easy manner. If you like the video, subscribe to our channel and share with a friend who might need help on the site. See you the next time on Polytech.